distinguished guests, educators, researchers, friends across Southeast Asia. A very warm welcome to our sharing learning in progress from innovation to impact. Malaysian and Thai STEM teachers leading change. Today is all about asking a pretty big question. How can innovative teaching practices create meaningful change in STEM classroom? To help us answer this question, we have 5 inspiring STEM star teachers from Malaysia and 2 brilliant teachers from Thailand here with us at the Institute for Innovative Learning, Malaysian University. Today's session is part of the Malaysian STEM Teachers Study Journey to Thailand 2026, which is organized by CBO Senate Regional Center. This study journey was designed to recognize excellent models for STEM teaching practices, facilitate professional exchange between Malaysian and Thai educators, explore innovative STEM education practices in Thailand, and strengthen regional professional networks. During this study journey, our Malaysian colleagues have had a chance to visit the National Science Museum again yesterday, the National Science and Technology Fair 2026, and this morning, St. Harry's School. And we all have experienced STEM education consistent in Thailand. I think so. And shortly, we will have a chance to hear directly from you and from a Thai teacher joining us online. They all are, the Malaysian teachers are all recipients of STEM Star Teacher Award 2025. The award recognizes educators who have demonstrated impact on student learning, innovative teaching practices, professional excellence, leadership, and meaningful engagement with the wider STEM community. And rather than simply celebrating these achievements, our sharing session will give us an opportunity to look behind those achievements. Before we dive into your inspiring stories, I would like to invite Dr. Kesara Amon Utimor, Director of the CBO STEM Educational Center, to say a few words. Dr. Kesara is a strong advocate for strengthening STEM education, teacher development, and regional collaboration. So we are very delighted to have you with us to open the session. Please, Dr. Kesara, the mic here. Thank you, President. Good afternoon, distinguished guests, educators, friends from Malaysia and from the region. It's my great pleasure to welcome you to today's professional sharing session from innovation to impact. Malaysian and Thai STEM teachers leading change. We met in the beginning of the year, and here we are. And because I think we had conversation about our shared belief, I think the shared belief by you, and I believe by many teachers in the region and around the world, but every student can perform. Yeah, I really would like to again welcome you, the 5 Malaysian STEM style teachers, and congratulate you once again on this important recognition of your contribution to STEM education. You are part of the role models that who believe that every child can shine. And we would like you to inspire many more teachers and also share your belief, your proven practices, like how we could make change in the classroom. So the theme from innovation to impact captures an important question for us. How can innovative ideas that you have or sometimes student health and practices can translate into meaningful learning experience and lasting change for students. I hope today's sharing will give us an opportunity to explore this question through the real experience of yourself and also with Thai teachers. I'm particularly pleased that this exchange brings together educators from two neighboring countries. We may have some different educational contexts, but we share many common aspirations for our students. By sharing our experience, we can learn from one another, adapt good practices to our own context, and build stronger professional communities across Southeast Asia. I would like to thank you for traveling a long way to be here and for being willing to share your experience with our Thai colleagues for joining this meaningful exchange. And I'd like to thank the Institute for Innovative Learning, Malaysian University, for hosting us today, and for Assistant Professor Dr. Bangrasi, who has tirelessly shared what she believes about how AI can be applied for richer learning experience in the classroom. I hope everyone will enjoy these discussions, ask questions, and most importantly, take away ideas that can inspire your own work at STEM education. I wish you all a very productive and inspiring session. Thank you and welcome. Thank you, Dr. Desra, for sending the seat to us. This is your warm opening remarks. Now, let's jump into part one of our sharing session. I would love to introduce our fantastic STEM star teacher from Malaysia. As I call their names, please feel free to give them a round of applause. Let's start with Miss Wan Nuria binti Wan Abdullah from SMK Bandar Bujong Jaya A, Bujong Selangor, Malaysia. She's a passionate math and STEM educator. She is also STEM teacher ambassador and recipient of many awards, innovations. So just welcome her. Originally from SMK Banting, Selangor, Malaysia, but now she's in transition. So she's moving to SMK Kedere Kota Baru, Kelantan, Malaysia. She is also an innovation and technology award winner. And she has won so many awards. The latest one is Asian Youth Innovation Award 2026. Please welcome her. Next one, we are also honored to have Ms. Ranjini M. Durai Singham from SMK Kamanitan Perating Jaya, Selangor, Malaysia. She is a passionate and experienced educator with over 30 years of experience. Also, she is also an STEM award winner, and the latest one is the STEM Star Teacher 2026. Would like to go. Next one, we have Ms. Noraini Binti Ibrahim from SMK Serisim, Pasir Putih, Kelantan, Malaysia. Ms. Noraini is also another experienced educator with several STEM awards. And most recently, she has won award at National STEM Expo 2026. A warm welcome to the. And last but not least, we have Ms. Sulita binti Osman from SMK Paturapan Sikira, Malaysia. She is an educator of 16 years of experience in teaching science and STEM. And she also won this STEM Star Teacher Award 2026, and we all would like to also welcome you. So, thank you very much. To kick off the session, I'm going to ask you, everyone, is question, right? Specific question actually. And you will have 5 minutes to answer the question, to share your thought, and I will signal you. This means you have 1 minute left, so you have to wrap it up. And yes, so the question will take us to the journey like innovation, student impact, leadership, community, sustainability. So, are you ready? Okay, let's start with Ms. Wan Nuria with innovation question. Okay. What is one innovative STEM practice you have introduced in your class? Please share with us. Thank you, for director. So I'm Andrea from SMP Mandam Tinjali. Mostly I left the time honestly, Stemmer, Senior, because five of us to come to the lake of sharing stand you can hear from us. Back to the question. The one innovative stand that I practice by introduced for my class is the real world problem is stand learning. So in my classroom, I always encourage my students look at the problem around them and ask them how can we use them to solve this problem. Okay. For example, we had a problem with grade in our school. I also tend to categorize with us joining for lead stand and to teach and guide my student how to make a product, how to the research retailer because my school had great problem. So the research lecture in video, we carry out the experiment, is a digital formulation, analyze, and design and improve the product. Finally, they develop a natural red repellent spray we call red retrieve. The first slide. So NSA also guide my student to research and experiment test. My student also try more than 5 times experiment how we get the best formulation. Another example, different from real world issue is healthy choice. This is my student create a noodle from the natural ingredient we seek to know that spinach. It's also an experiment, we make experiment in 9 times to get best noodle. And then our noodle we stick for vegetarian. Also we make the simulation for GI testing. My student also explore how to create the healthier noodle using natural ingredients. The experiment is potato mashed together with the authentic flour and high fiber ingredient. So the project file change Being a teacher to give answer to question better, to guide students to find their own answer. The student then sent through research, experimentation, problem solving, product development, and continuous improvement. So for me, innovation is not only about the creating a new product. This is about changing the way students learn. From learning STEM in the classroom to using STEM to solve the real problem around them. So that's how I want my student to see STEM not just as a subject, but as a tool to create solution in math with math. All right, thank you. Do you have anything more than that? Because we still have time, yes. It's all right, but I'm impressed with your the way of thinking, and when you say you have changed the role as a teacher from teacher to a guide or coach, that's interesting, and also your student have successfully developed grand performance. Also, high fiber noodle. Really want to try try the noodle. Thank you very much. That's very interesting. People sharing. All right. So that is the innovation. And now, from now, we are going to have student impact. Next on. Okay. Um, uh, so to Ms. No Asiyati, this question, we asked, how has this practice changed the way your students learn or engage with STEM? Please. Okay, first and foremost, I would like to thank your education mission for the experience and strategy awards. Not to forget senior STEM education developer panel for the sponsor, the excellent sharing developer panel, and of course my beloved students. There is one Traductor and STEM teacher as implemented with the program in Salvador, report and animation from SPD. Let's fly high. We stand. That is technology. We are using that. Okay? So we then get one silver medal, three gold medal, and a special award at international level is not easy to achieve. They are from the my STEM journal is founded in the impact to build a STEM culture as implemented Selangor in the Wind Step program. So with guideline from National STEM Education, the president, that is running this, we will join the program through online meetings and started building our confidence in the STEM competitions. From there, this became an important really story because my students learned in that those who create skills and compete at the high level. Because where we are, you are, where what we call it today, we will STEM culture and SMT something with the deadline. First one is visual STEM, HSMT something. We don't just complete and teach. So from the start, okay, after that, my focus was not only on competition. I want the STEM to become part of our school culture. Yeah. So we start building the STEM hub, like one STEM is my student, biology and science student. Okay, making develop a STEM for central part for activities such as coaching, studying, session, marketing, and so for my meditation, would be like my journal has never been only about machines. Okay? So, work it is about inspiring students in things, creating activity for them to innovate and maintain an impact change them. Yes, so with the activity you can see the activity here from Namaste. Yeah, working with my students. Okay, so from there I will As every small idea can become something new when we give students the community guideline and confident to explore it. Things great innovate with value and effects. So this is the STEM culture atmosphere. Okay, so look, you can see in the center for the phone is learn. Okay, hearts, that's me, that I will learn. So start with the hearts, we learn together. So we are at the first, at the beginner. So you can see around there, before student exposed to Western heart, okay, the direct fish you can see around there. And the flag is not seen with the patient. Okay. We are developed together with the stand. Yes. Okay. With the supported from my principal, from Jabosna, Jibizara, and of course, I think help when we are support each other. So next, we can see, okay, so there are the problem statement first, based on the situation, we create, okay, we can see the type of the result. You see the R, the below, alright? Okay, so next we can see the next part, okay? Okay, so we are playing with my science student, right? And step up with a what we can design by the student, my student. They are drawing, okay, so based on that, okay, we put a piece of plant, okay, the herbs plant, and of course we are doing a put a very special healing part. We start from that point, can we create, okay, we expose this healing together, okay, with my subject biology and science. Okay, so next slide please. Okay, together. This is my 5 only plus students. They are willing. When the recess time, they are come with me. Teacher, I want to help you. Okay, thank you. So, okay, never mind, come. Okay, so we are just welcoming them. Okay, you see everything. We are bringing from the home, some sports to the school. Internet, you can see student and teacher help in playlist and typing. Okay, the next. You can see the systematic, okay, throughout the plant station, in the last and the system part, see, you can see the hour together with the start, okay, we arrange, okay, minutes, here is school, okay, yeah, okay, right, we just welcoming to ideas, the same time, my school, you can see this, with the steps and the okay, the next is a pathway. Okay, now we have here for the syllabus, biology and science 4 and 5. You can get the Lama stem with the traditional music. So the student can observe the plant around us, then they will refer the what we call information given. At the same time, you can healing everyone as Lama stem Boston Harvard. Okay, the next. So, okay, we also STEM gathering, displays STEM clubs, equipment, and new product we are making. From one product, water to making three product guideline from NSC. So now you can see, okay, achievement, you can put at the wall. So everything for communities and thematic and get something to impact that, how to achieve that for international level, yeah, here. Okay, so the higher level, right? So when you come in my book, you can see it. Next one, you can get also how we learning changes. So the student become more focused and systematic when learning science with the touching, right? So observe, touch, explore, and investigate. And the end, we get a lot of achievement. It also prepare the activity for my students to spend more. Okay, also next, together we are working together in a school. The healing part for my student, okay, with the biology ecosystem, my student very interested, right? Go down there, getting the umbrella, species to make the experiment. Okay, there are example, right? There are Shirley, science and biology combined student, and science combined student also using. Okay, next. Yes, okay, there are experiment for SPM, right? Stand up as a sources of future. No need to think the hybridized species. That technique online. Yes, then have. Okay, next. Okay, there. With a new product, after the masala, we are making the green pot, chinchillon, and this year, the latest one, the flavor pack come around there from Monsters, Taman, Herbal. So we get the plant idea by my principal, one Lisa. Okay, we are working together with my student. Okay, get the writing lists and around first. Okay, so we are making that. So now we get a bit of my first assembly engagement, then we can into we can wow get the impact on this. So you can see at the end. Okay, we got out. What do we do? Next. Okay. We do the achievement. Okay, start from one molecule of water, innovation product with the egg water. So we get silver medals. With one molecule, H2O, so we have the expire and others. And then next, we can see where are here. Yes, start from there. 2024, we have a gold medal for Malaysian school. The second product. Okay, so now we didn't see it. We up together. Okay, so we have more section for the ratio and emoji. So we have ratio, the bullying after that. The question from the here, of course, from 2025. Also gold medal, but the special award. What did I give you for? Also had to my expired 1 year, at least we get one university. That's okay. If they are here this year, you get national gold medal. Okay, for the nature not using the what you can do is maybe a process. We get it. Next, in the national STEM association, the sharing session with the Panda school education. We are welcoming podcast. Again, for the national rancangan television ratio, if the other later should get for that sharing impact the wow factor that usually. Okay. Next, okay, the last one here, the memory. As for my school, things spread innovative minds. Yes. Thank you very much. This is all the news. Thank you very much. Yes. I would love to visit SNK Kansi one day because it has such a nice garden. Yes. And I like when you mentioned that you try to create the STEM culture. Yes. Through Lama STEM Hub. Yes. I think that would be very inspiring for the student, encouraging. And it seems both of you share the point that, same first Slavic province size Slavic province. And I think now let's turning to leadership and let's hear more from Ms. Ramti and what she has to say about leadership. And I have one question for you. How have you used your experience to influence other teachers or this leadership? Please. Thank you to the moderator. First, I would like to say thank you to National STEM Association, okay, especially our delightful Professor Dr. Narayani, who had given me this opportunity at this stage of my career to come to Thailand and share my knowledge with everyone here, the educators, the STEM educators in Thailand, as well as in Malaysia. Okay, the topic that I've chosen is the topic that you've given me is a very interesting topic. Okay, How have I influenced other teachers of my school? Okay, the first thing, basically, I had meetings and I had to mobilize the teachers. Okay, how did I do that? First thing, I contacted the head of department for science and mathematics and for technique and vocational. So then I've also asked permission from my principal to conduct a meeting with these teachers. Okay. Then I explained to them about the STEM programs that students have previously taken part in, they have participated in. I was told they have taken part in the Mini Theatre STEM program, which was organized by the National STEM Association. And from there, we build up the STEM experience. Okay, so in order to encourage the teachers to join to be STEM teachers, what I did was I grouped them into their respective field of study. So we have the maths teachers, the science teachers, the design and technology teachers, as well as the upper secondary vocational program teachers. I divided them into either they could do it individually or they could be in pairs to make them comfortable. Okay, then what I did was I instructed all those teachers to identify challenging topics for students and develop supporting teaching tools or methods. Okay, for instance, the maths teacher, his name is Mr. Fatigo. He's teaching Form 4 mathematics. He found that his students had problem shading the region for the inequalities which were given. The students could not identify which region to shade for the inequalities given. So what he did, he used the SATI stage for the values keyword. Okay, he gave them. Okay, usually when you have usually for the question, the math question, we have three inequalities. So he gave them different colored value sticks, one for each inequality. Then he told them, okay, for this one, where is the shaded region? Then slowly the students using the three skewers, value skewers, they managed to detect the shaded region. So this was a different type of teaching. I don't think normal teachers will do this. It's something different. Okay, then for instance, the science teachers. Okay, they worked in pair. Cikgu Pariana and Cikgu Zam, they created a rainbow kit. Okay, whereby they were going to help students master the human digestive system organs and their functions. So for each organ in the digestive system, they had allocated different colors. So the students could, okay, if red is your stomach, okay, if green, it will be your intestine. So when students see red, they know, oh, we are talking about the stomach. So what is the function? Okay, if the student sees green, oh, we're talking about the intestine. So it's like you're connecting your students' mind to the colors. Okay, so basically, I managed to, through meeting and mobilization of the teachers, I managed to make them to increase their interest in STEM. Okay, the next one was I assigned roles. Okay, I assigned these teachers to manage STEM competitions. There are a lot of STEM competitions in Malaysia. So I assigned certain teachers, okay, why don't you manage this competition? I don't just leave them right there. I make sure I sit with them. I explain what is required. Then I will receive updates from them. Okay, and they will, if I can help, I will help them. I give them positive feedback. So this is very helpful to them. Okay, the next one is I lead by example. I invite my colleagues to observe a STEM activity in the STEM hub in my school. Okay, I let the teachers see how I conduct the activity and engage the students to do the activity. So this will give them ideas and encourage them to carry out STEM activities with their students in class or during co-curricular activities. Finally, I have a professional learning community, TLC, okay, where I gather the teachers, especially the maths and science teachers, and we have a teacher sharing session. Okay, so where I will explain to the teacher about the STEM activities carried out, and we brainstorm new ideas for future innovations. Okay, so I hope all these will be helpful for the teachers in my school as well as other STEM educators. Okay, but it is certainly very challenging because we are dealing with teachers, not students. Okay. Thank you. That's all for my part. All right. Thank you for the start. Continue. Okay. I do agree. Leading by not leading. Yes. Again, you can try to give your colleagues positive feedback and lead by example. I think that has worked very well. Yes. Yeah. It's very effective. Thank you very much for sharing your thought on this leadership. Let's move on to the next excellent teacher. Miss Rainy. She'll be sharing with us her experience about community and government. And the question is, how do you connect STEM learning with real world issues and the community? Thank you. Okay, good afternoon, everyone. First of all, thank you to the organizer, STEM 11, senior STEM education, and STEM association for inviting me to one for this program. Okay, what if I STEM could become more than just a product? Okay, what if it could have a platform for STEM learning, entrepreneurship, agriculture, nutrition, and community engagement? But our journey at SMPCC started with something very simple, soursop ice cream. But we soon discovered that the product itself was not the most important outcome. The real impact was what happened after the innovation. For me, meaningful STEM education should not begin with a competition or simply with a project. It should begin with a real world issue, opportunity, or a need. And as NGPC, we look at the resource around us, particularly local agriculture products. We ask ourselves, how can we transform a local resource into something that students can learn from, create with the eventually share with their community? The question becomes the starting point of our sarcastic innovation. Okay, although the final product was sarcastic, the learning process involved more than making a result. Students were exposed to science through ingredients, temperature, and food process. They explore technology through the use of the soft ice cream machine. They apply engineering thinking through process improvement and problem solving, through product development, presenting, and marketing. So the explain become virtual for integrate learning. Okay. The turning point came when our innovation attracted the attention of Kumpulan Pertanian Kelantan Lepas. They support our initiative by sponsoring a uh, sponsoring a soft ice cream machine. But what is interesting is that the impact did not stop with the machine. Through this collaboration, our school also received 200 soursop seedling from our special needs program, as well as 7,000 pineapple seedling to be cultivated at present business. This completely changed the way I looked at school innovation. We received one machine, but we gained was much bigger than the machine. We gained resource, partnership, learning opportunities, and a pathway towards agriculture, education, and community engagement. This probably the most important lesson I learned from this journey. The ice cream was never the end product. It's become a gateway. It's open opportunity for STEM learning. They connected our students with agriculture. It creates opportunities to our special needs students to participate in meaningful activities. It introduces element of entrepreneurship and value creation. And most important, it gives us opportunities to engage with the wider community. So instead of asking what product can our students make, I think we should also ask what opportunities can this product create for our student and community. Next. Okay, when students see this our journey as a business in innovation, and next the theory. Okay, when students see their work being used and appreciate outside the classroom, they are learning to become more meaningful. Our innovation gradually open door to sharing session, exhibition, and networking opportunities. We have been invited to share our innovation with different educational